So, today we are looking at Late Laundry by Handsomeless King. And I suppose after my ranting in the last video about comedy horror, it's a bit weird that I'm looking at a comedy horror game. And yeah, fair enough. But the thing is, I don't just look for a good horror plot in horror games, and I don't just look for that ultimate scare game. I do appreciate and approve and want to showcase good game design and other factors and other elements, and yeah, sort of good concepts and things there. And this one shows off a lot of that sort of thing, as we'll have a look at it. I was running this in Firefox to test it, and it did close my browser. Bearing in mind I am in Linux, so there is a little bit of an issue there. But we're running it in Chrome now, and we're going to jump in and have a look at it, and hopefully it'll work normally and stably. I guess you'll find out. I keep thinking these are speakers along the side, but they're actually washing machines because this is set in a laundromat. And the basic idea of this game plot is that we're doing laundry late at night in a 24-hour laundry place, and there's spooky monsters. More than that, I don't know. That's a lovely screenshot. Anyway, well, let's jump in and we'll sort of see a little bit of the gameplay. I'll try not to finish it. It is a very short game, so I do recommend coming along and just having the experience, and maybe checking out the Dunkening, which is apparently the more popular game that this developer has made, which is a longer game. And maybe we'll check that out for a future video. The dev also does have a Discord server, and there's been some updates about this. But alright, let's jump in. Let's have a look. It is a Unity game, as you can see, and it is loading slowly, but not too slowly. We have this weird thing down here in the bottom right where it is the two expansion buttons. It seems to be a newish thing in itch.io. If you click the smaller button, it doesn't expand it properly and gives you all sorts of issues. So you need to try and get around the smaller one and click the bigger blue one, and then you get the normal full screen. Let's have a quick look at the options. The options are a bit strange. We have audio, but it's gain. I don't know. This feels like an audio made for developers rather than players, with tests and things like that. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any background music, so I suppose we can't have a separate music and game sound button. But there are otherwise good background sounds. There's an about, which just tells you about the game and things like that. I will leave that to you guys to read if you come and try this out. He has, I'm not sure what that is. Is it like a coffee donation site? I must check that out actually. And Blue Sky. Anyway, let's jump in and play, and we'll see some things that I think made me want to actually showcase this game. There's a couple of details I like. First of all, the startup. It's like the starting of a washing machine with the beep and the rotation, things like that. So it says, here we are, late at night, and that is the intro. I love that, the way that kind of, the title drop spawned above the laundry as we turned around to face it. Very, very nicely done. And it is a suitably spooky, we're in some kind of mall parking lot with laundry that sits on its own. Makes me think of Project Zomboid. It feels like a 3D version of that. Yeah, we have some machines, some trash, the usual things. Some scaffolding on the side for some reason. I don't know why there would be scaffolding there. Anyway, and here's the laundry. So we can go, press E on the door to open up. It's laundry time, we say, or think, or whatever it is. And we have laundry here, and there is nobody. So the place is unoccupied, but we can go and stick our laundry in the single open machine here. But we forgot our cleaner juice, apparently, and maybe we can get one here. I don't know if that's just humorous. Oh, empty like Manly Badass Hero's soul. We ring. No one seems to be around. So what we can do is pop open this door. I am employee now. Yeah, the developer said seems to be from Hungary, so maybe the English is not that accurate. Also empty. But none of this is apparently the sort of the stuff that we need. This is just pre-washed clothing. We can't actually open this door. But we can go down this spooky little passageway with, are these supposed to be like dryers or the back of the machines maybe? And there is the power box, so we know that what's going to happen shortly. Here is some cleaner for us. Just what I need, he says. Oh, it goes da-dum. I'm not sure what went da-dum or why. We can have a look out there. We can't see anything. Now, previously, something actually fell off the cabinet there when that da-dung happened. I don't know why we didn't trigger that this time. Anyway, there was supposed to be a scare move there. And we can look outside. I can't see anything. And we can go over and put the cleaner in. Shrink. Time to close up. Still nothing happening. And we can run it. Now we would normally go and sit and read a magazine. Wrong game. And the power has gone off. Ta-dum. Gosh darn it. Who would have guessed? Oh, there's movement over there. There is a monster. Saw it very, very briefly. Alright, so now we need to go and figure out how to put the power on. We can go through here. And we can go and look at this machine. And he says, great. Where am I supposed to get a working fuse? And that is a lovely sound. That noise. Nice touch. That is a good horror element. And for all this, a comedy game. Whoop. Is it supposed to be a big claw or something? Oh, we have a spot of light here with the fuse. And that is where I'm going to stop. I think we have quite a bit of tension build up here. I do recommend coming to play this game. I don't want to ruin any more spoilers. So, that is the game. And if you are here just for the gameplay, thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I guess I will see you in the next video, I hope. However, if you are here for the critique, well, not too much critique I'm going to give here. I'm going to leave us with this tense sound in the background while we chat about it. Yeah, the UI is fine. It does it, like I said, there's no sort of finely detailed sound controls, except there seem to be sound testing controls, which is really interesting. I didn't mess with those, but I like to see that sort of thing. It's a reminder that we are kind of at the grassroots level of indie game development. So yeah, I kind of appreciate that, even though that's not what I would recommend for a final polished game. The art, everything looks good. The monsters, from what little bits I've seen, are a little bit pixely and blocky. Monster animation is difficult. You really want to go down the sort of aliens approach, where you kind of don't really see the monsters much. They're just blurs and beeps on sensory systems and things like that. If you get too close to them, you just die. So you don't get close and look at them. You have to kind of run and stay away from them. And really, I think for most horror games, that's kind of the effect that you want, because it's very difficult without a massive budget and without a massive team of advanced artists and developers and things like that to actually produce good-looking monsters. It's very, very difficult, very, very complex. You have to use movement and brief glimpses to really let the player paint the image of the monster in their head, because they'll make it much better than you can ever make it through the engine. So we've got hints of that. That the claw up there was a little bit too close, a little bit too obvious. It should have been like a shadow rather than the claw itself, because it looked weird and blocky and big. Was it a claw? I don't know if it was supposed to be a big spider or something like that. So I mean that's really my art recommendation for horror games is don't show the player the monster. Don't let them see it. Show little hints of it, little movements, little shadows, and make it very, very obvious that if they get in the monster's face, they just die brutally and abruptly. Can we go outside? I can't leave without the laundry. So he stopped us going outside and running around and looking for monsters and things like that, which is very good, very well done. Yeah, which takes us to the game feeling and the gameplay. Uh, yeah, I don't know where this is gonna go, so I can't talk too much about um, the comedy versus the horror elements. I think there might be a funny joke in the final release or review or confrontation with the monster. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping we just have to run away from it. I don't know where it's going to go, but kind of prepare yourself for that. But the developer is upfront about it being a comedy horror game. So, there is a lot of that sort of thing. Yeah, which makes the gameplay, I suppose, a bit of a question. But other than that, I approve so far of the gameplay mechanisms and the way the build up is done here. I mean, we have a fairly creepy location. We have sort of a task, a realistic task that we're performing in the night, just getting our laundry done when we can. And we have sort of vaguely supernatural elements, like all the machines beeping and then the power going out and that kind of thing. One thing I would warn against is having kind of too many monsters doing teasing actions. Like, why was there this claw thing here, and then the monster just vanished instead of jumping out and eating us? Why was it teasing us? Why was it freaking us out? What the hell's going on there? Oh, you can find pages, 1 of 3. Interesting. So there's collectibles as well. They always put collectibles in these games. I don't know. I guess people like them. Is there another one down this end? No. Have we missed them somewhere? Is that the only one? We don't have any inventory or anything like that. Also, there's no... Oh, there is the ability to... if I click play, do I start again from the beginning? Okay, so if you press escape, it just takes you out. It takes you back to the beginning of the game. It's a little bit wrong, but... Oh, I do like that intro thing there. So yeah, I mean, the setting is good, the layout is good. Can I walk out? No, I can't walk into the street. Enforced good behavior. Oh, there is a run, a sprint. Hold down shift. Can't open this door. Some light shifting things there. Can't go into that street. Can I go into the woods? I can go into the woods, but not very far. Some invisible walls there. That's fine. I mean, that's the layout of the game. It's expectations. There's only so much you can do. Anyway, the point I've been trying to make is that the game does a really good job of building up the tension and the excitement of the setting and things like that. So for all that it's supposedly sort of comedy horror or anything along those lines, we have a really good tension build up here. So I mean, that's the sort of thing we need to look out for. That's the sort of thing we need to take notes for. And really, that's my only critique there is have this kind of build up, have this kind of tension, realistically motivated tension build up, and you're on for a winner for horror games, even if they are comedy horror games. So, thank you for watching. That's all I really have for us. Is just come and play this. Link is in the description. And I will see you in the next video, I hope. Again, don't forget to like and or comment and or subscribe. Engagement is good for both me and you because it trains YouTube algorithms on both of our behalves. And that's a win-win situation. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.